Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of New Earth TV Live, showing a brand new background with everybody today. So, looks a little more snazzy than just a constant green screen all the time. So, thank you everybody once again for being here. We are going to be doing quite a bit through this episode today. We are going to be looking into Master Earth Meditation, and we're going to get into some healing requests, and we're going to get into some Q&A as well too. Okay. So before we begin, let's just go ahead now and just take a moment. And again, thank you everybody for being here. Let's go ahead now and move into some announcements. Beautiful, sacred geometrical clothing, apparel, and accessories imbued with spirit source energy to heal, rejuvenate, detoxify, and strengthen the body. Shop now at healingcodeshop.com.
The latest revelation in alternative healing has arrived. The Healing Code Cards, a spiritual technology unlike anything else. Through the power of sacred geometry imbued with pure source energy, physical ailments can become eliminated and detoxified from your body. 36 cards specifically designed to work on the major areas of the body, encouraging natural recovery and increased vitality. Working with the cards are easy, and their healing results are profound. Download our collection of free sample cards so you can experience results for yourself. And don't forget to view our customer testimonials. Our printed Healing Code card deck is available now with shipping available worldwide. Visit our website at healingcodecards.com.
And of course, private sessions are available starting in the month of February. Right, so I'm pretty much all booked up now for December and January, but I am starting to take bookings now for early February. So again, one-to-one private sessions, the EQ method healing system, spirit insight sessions, which is offline, as well as the 3-question private email session. So all of these are available. So again, if you want to book for the month of February, I am taking bookings right now. A lot of people that are coming my way, and it's wonderful. So again, feel free to check that out at newearthteachings.com. And of course, the new Telegram group, Brad Johnson New Earth Insights, is now online. This just shows a list of my posts that I do share on Telegram regarding insight reports and inner guidance. Okay, it's also now a public group. So if you just go on to Telegram and you're looking for the group, you just type in Brad Johnson New Earth Insights, and you'll find the group as well too. And you can join up. I'll have some more posts here coming. I'm just still working out with some new juicy information that will be coming forward and sharing that through the Telegram group. And of course, I have my other group, which is the New Earth Teachings group, and you can find that link in the video description as well too. So there's also something I want to discuss as well today, is I'm thinking of really expanding the Healing Code Cards business a lot more, right? I was wondering if I should talk about this on the air, but I said, you know what, it's okay. It's cool too. So I am looking to expand Healing Code Cards. Right now, the popularity of the Healing Code Cards is insane. I'm getting so many purchases for the Healing Code Cards right now, and I'm trying to keep up with it all. There's lots of orders that I am personally fulfilling. So like I said, it will probably take a few days. But I'm looking to actually expand the Healing Code Cards business, and I'm basically going to be looking for a business partner or business partners. So this is kind of why I'm sharing it now, announcing it, because I know there's quite a lot of interesting people that tune into my shows that love the Healing Code Cards as well too. And now I want to kind of give an opportunity for maybe 1 or 2 or perhaps 3 people who would like to join me in the business venture of the Healing Code Cards. I am looking to actually turn the Healing Code Cards into a corporation because it's doing extremely well. I'm looking to do this within the 2022 year. So again, if you guys have background experience with running a business or running a corporation in that way, you guys can always drop me an email, right? So you can go to info@newearthteachings.org, or again, go to newearthteachings.com, go to the contact page and you can drop me an email. I would be very interested in expanding the business a lot more, because I've really just been working on my own power to try and get the healing code cards worldwide. And of course, I've done that with my own power. But trying to use a platform like Amazon or something like that hasn't been so successful. It's been good with Canada and the United States. But, I want to be able to make this available all over the world. So again, if you are interested in being part of a business venture with me, with the healing code cards, and you have business experience, and you want to talk to me, well then, hey, I'm all ears. And I'll be happy to look into some potential people, who would like to join in on this venture, right? It's very successful. It's already super successful. But I just really want to kind of spend more time just doing the work, creating the cards, doing the healing codes apparel as well too, right? Putting the geometries together. I got some big plans for the healing code cards. I just want to create these. And I'd like to leave some of the other work, the business work, the day-to-day operations, with a certain person or persons who would like to join me along the journey. All right, so again, if you or someone you know may be interested, again, you can go to info, or just go to newearthteachings.com, go to the contact page, drop me a contact, or again, you can email me directly, info@newearthteachings.org. Okay, so I wanted to put that out there. Okay. Some people say, Brad, I'm surprised you do work with Amazon. Well, what matters, guys, is that you're getting the cards, right? That doesn't matter. I really don't care about if they're shady or not, or what matters, right? As long as they're able to deliver the healing code cards to your door, and you're able to enjoy them wherever you are, and they deliver to them quickly, that's all I care about, right? I don't hold grudges with anything in that nature, okay? So that's all that matters to me. So if you've gotten the cards and you've been able to use that platform, because a lot of people have their testimonials, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful that people are able to put their testimonials up, saying how the cards are helping them. I'm glad that it's, again, being used as a platform to getting more attention to the healing code cards. Guys, that's what matters. That's what the most important thing is, right? So, like I said, I'm not best friends with Jeff Bezos, or whatever his name is. But I am using that platform in that way. I'm not really using it too much anymore, because I am more so just guiding people directly to healingcodecards.com. Does Amazon suck? Yeah, it pretty much does suck, but it was a platform that was working, right? And like I said, I just want to take this to more platforms. I want to take this to more bookstores. I want to take this to more online shops. So like I said, no matter where you are in the world, you can get a healing code card deck, because it helps and because it works. That's the most important thing, all right? So that's why I do it. Jeff Bozo, yes, whatever his name is. Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with New Earth TV Live today. So we're going to begin with guided meditation. We're going to do a Mass Earth meditation once again. So I'm going to switch screens here for the Mass Earth meditation. So right now, I just want you just to get yourself nice and relaxed, get yourself nice and comfortable. We're going to take a few deep breaths in and out. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And once again, inhale. Exhale. And just relaxing yourself now and breathing normally. And I just want you to bring your focus and awareness now to void within your mind. And as you see void within your mind, directly in front of you, you're now starting to see Mother Earth materialize directly in the center of your vision. And as you see the Earth right now, you're zooming into her more and more, as you're now just looking through a sky view of everything that is upon the Earth. Looking through the clouds, hovering above the sky, and just looking at the beautiful land masses, looking at the beautiful oceans, just seeing the pure beauty of Mother Earth here in this moment. And I want you now just to imagine like you're holding out your hands as you're looking down upon the earth, and you're just scanning everything. You're just getting a feeling, you're tuning into everything there. And what I want you to do right now is I want you just to place your hands together, and you're now expanding out a black ball. So a black ball is now in your hands. And I want you to see these threads, these cords, or these roots that are going down to the earth. And these roots are just covering the entire landmass, or landmasses, to which you are observing. And again, you're seeing more of those roots expanding into the oceans. And you're just seeing the entire area being covered with these semi-transparent black roots, or black cords. And you're just going to connect with the mother and just telling the mother that all energy that does not belong, all energy that is unnatural, all energy that is impure, to bring it up through these roots and to store it directly into this black ball. As you put forward that intention, you're starting to see this black, liquid, dense energy just moving up through the roots and flowing directly into the black ball. And you're now seeing the black ball getting wider and wider to accommodate all of the black, liquid, dense energy that is flowing directly into the black ball here and now. And let's just take 1 minute of silence right now as we just observe all of that debris energy being placed directly into the black ball, having the black ball resize and accommodate all of the energy that is stored inside of it. 1 minute of silence, beginning now. Okay, and taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, and now just being aware of that black ball that you are holding now. And what I want you to do right now is I want you just to take that black ball and just put it to the side, either to the left or to the right, but just putting it beside you right now. And now we're just going to put our hands together once again, and now we're going to expand our hands, and we're going to see a white ball expanding through our hands right now. And with this white ball that you have now created, you're now seeing again white roots coming down upon the earth once again, upon the landmass, upon the oceans. And this time I want you to feel all of the beauty, all of the natural beauty that the earth herself represents, all of the joy and the happiness and the bliss that you have in this moment, that you are feeling from this skyward view, looking down upon the beauty of the earth, her magnificence, her brilliance, her pure light. And this is where you are now going to place your own loving energies directly into the white ball, alongside with the earth, bringing her loving energies into the white ball as well too. So you're feeling this cord within your heart, this root within your heart that is connected directly to the white ball now. And you're putting your own love you have for the earth directly into it, as well as the streaming energy of pure love and purity and perfection of the earth flowing up through these white roots and cords, moving directly into the white ball. I want you to feel like you're completely expanding that ball. You're putting all of this pure love energy directly into the white ball. And our goal is to make the white ball twice as big as the black, at least. So we're going to take another minute of silence now, putting all of that pure love energy from yourself and from the earth, filling up this white ball, making it twice as large as the black ball. 1 minute of silence, beginning now. Okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay. So, on our left hand now, we're going to feel the white ball there. On the right hand, we're going to see the black ball. So just make sure both of the balls are contained in both of those hands. And we're now going to merge those two balls together. Okay, as the white ball is larger, all of the black liquid dense energy from the black ball is moving into the larger white ball. And so as we see both the black liquid and the white liquid conjoining together, we're now seeing the white liquid, the loving energy, overtaking the black dense energy. And now we're seeing all of that black liquid dense energy being absorbed directly into the white, with the white liquid completely absorbing and enveloping and disintegrating all of that black liquid dense energy, watching love triumph, watching love succeed, and watching that pure love energy now completely overtake the black, so that you are now just seeing white liquid contained inside the one ball. And we're continuing just to send that love into that ball. And as we do, we see that white liquid getting brighter and brighter, so that it looks like a beautiful, shining white pearl. And now that it represents that beautiful, shining white pearl, we're now just going to zoom out more and more once again until we see the entire earth in our vision. And we're seeing this large, gigantic white ball. And we're seeing again the white roots wrapping around the entire earth, from the southern hemisphere up to the northern hemisphere, from the South Pole to the North Pole. And we're now going to feel all of that love energy distributing itself out of the ball and flowing directly into the white roots, and having those white roots fill the entire earth with this pure love energy that is both yours and the earth's. And all of that pure white light liquid is filling the entire planet. And as it fills her, you're seeing her become luminescent with this beautiful white haze. You're feeling everything upon her surface becoming luminescent, and that luminescence is now coming throughout the atmosphere. And that as you're looking at Earth from a distance, you're seeing this beautiful spirit haze flowing through her. As you supply her with all of this pure loving energy that has completely dissolved everything unnatural, everything impure. And all that remains is the pure. All that remains is the brilliant. All that remains is the perfection. And so just feel that now, as you see this beautiful, luminous earth saturated with pure love, with pure spirit light. And tell yourself, this is the earth that I am a part of. This is the earth where I live. This is the earth that is my home. I want you now to slowly feel yourself moving back upon the earth and moving back into your physical body upon the earth. And imbuing yourself back into the physical body. And just taking a moment now, slowly starting to stir and reawaken. Fluttering your eyes, moving your fingers, rotating your shoulders, giving your spine a little bit of a twist. Curling your toes, fluttering your eyes. And when you are ready, you can gently come back and know here and now that this is your earth. The earth that you have given all of that love to. All of that bliss and brilliance. That pure perfection. This beautiful gem of the cosmos. This spirit gem. Your home. See Earth in that way. Because that is who she really is. Okay, deep breath in. Deep breath out. And thank you very much for joining me for the Mass Earth Meditation. Okay, so you guys feeling refreshed? You're feeling good now? Feeling great to live on this beautiful world after all the brilliant love that you have just placed upon it? I'd love to think so. All right? So let's remember that, guys. Regardless of a lot of the things that are happening upon the planet right now, we have to remember that we have one home, that we have one earth, that this is our mother, this is the womb that has brought us forward through this experience. Honor her, send her so much love, and embellish in that love. This is where you are again, seeing that brand new earth, and that's where you want to put your energy in. If we're constantly looking at all these things that hinder us, that are burdens, you're going to slow yourself down. You're going to make yourself stagnant by continuing to worry about such things. That's not going to advance you anywhere. It's fine if we look at these things through the drop of a hat, through the idea of looking at it with a grain of salt. But again, the whole idea is that with your love and with your support and with you standing together with the earth and those who also love the earth as well, this is where you're going to move ahead. This is where you're going to go into the heart. This is where you're going to be at peace. That's where peace exists, in here, not out here. Okay? And so it is. All right, everybody. So we're going to go ahead now and move on to the next segment. We're going to go into some distance healing requests. Okay? So if you guys do have some distance healing requests, you can feel free to put it in the into the chat here. Okay. Okay. So I just got an error message popping up here. 1 second. Okay, that's okay. I'll worry about that later. Just getting a little... I basically upgraded my webcam to 4K right now, so it's currently set on 1080p, so I just have to make that change later on, but that's okay. Wanted to give it a nice, good resolution so you guys can see more of the background. So. Okay, so anyways, let's get into the chat here. We're going to look into some healing requests. I think we had one here near the beginning, at the very top. Yes, this is from Linda C. So Linda asks, "Hi Brad, I would like healing for my son, please. He just found out he has a lump in the colon and is worried that it might be cancer." Okay, guys, well, here's the thing. Cancer is not a big deal, right? I know that spits in the face of everything that the medical establishment has told you. But cancer is nothing but a fungus, okay? It is not some unbeatable disease. So I'm more than happy to work with your son today, okay? But do not go into heavy emotional upset, right? Do not panic about this. Because if you start to do that, that's where you're starting to fuel that energy, okay? So again, the whole idea is if that happens, it's okay. We're going to work on it. We're going to dissolve it. We're going to clear it away. It's already gone throughout my perspective. It's already gone throughout my being. So once you understand that and saying, this is already gone, this is already done, this is nothing. This is completely nothing. I let my body go to work on it. I let my body take care of it. It's gone, it's done, it's gone, it's finished. There is no such thing as an incurable illness. Okay? There is no such thing as an unbeatable virus. There's no such thing as germ theory. Okay? It's all through yourself. It's all through sympathetic resonance. Okay? A lot of it is caused by anxiety. A lot of it is caused by stress. A lot of it is caused by fear. That's how these things come into being. Right? So this is what we do. We clear out their fear and we drown it with love energy. Okay? Which is what we're going to do today. So Linda, you can be with your son. I did not get your son's name, so I'm just going to refer to him as Linda's son, and I'm going to be working with his higher self. Okay? We'll also be doing some cord removal as well too. We'll be cutting out some cords here relating to that fear. Okay? So, Linda, you can again be in the background. You can send your love to your son as I do some distance healing work with him now. Okay? So, I call forward Linda's son's higher self to be present with me now. And through his higher self now that is present with me, placing our hands upon the center of the chest, taking some deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Okay. So to Linda's son's higher self, I now just tell him to place his hand just directly in front of his heart right now and holding a cord. And this cord represents the fuel of emotional energy that has been fueling this particular situation with the lump in the colon. So the higher self is now just holding that particular cord. And we're also going to bring about a second cord that's going to mix together with the first. And that will represent the idea of the cancer itself, or again, probability of cancer. Okay? So basically the feeling that this could be cancer. So again, we're basically just taking those two cords and we're combining them together into one right now. And now I just want the higher self of Linda's son just to feel that cord. Okay, it's pretty tight. Up and down, left and right, we're moving that cord around. Okay, it's quite tight here. So your son is in a lot of fear. All right? He doesn't need to be. Okay? So to Linda's son's higher self, we're now going to place the other hand upon the center of our chest where we're going to see a white ball contained in the center of the chest. Okay, with that white ball, I want Linda's son's higher self, just to imagine as if they were getting out of bed, getting up and going to the bathroom, and looking into the mirror, and all of a sudden they feel that that irritation, that sensation pertaining to that lump is no longer in his body. He's feeling it out, he feels it, it's completely gone. That lump has completely disappeared. It's not there anymore. And just being able to feel his reaction. The moment you feel that reaction, say, wait a minute, it's gone. It's out of here, it's finished. It's no longer inside my body. Feel that reaction now. Feel that celebration, that love, that brilliance, that joy. And we're going to take all that love energy and we're putting it into the white ball, and we're filling the white ball up. It's gone. The lump is gone. It's history. It's not in my body anymore. And we're just filling that pure love energy inside our chest, filling up the white ball until it's completely full. And now that that white ball is completely full, to Linda's son's higher self, we're now just taking that love energy and we're running that love energy through the current of the cord. Okay, and you guys see my hand? Do you see what's happening here? The cord is going limp. The cord is weakening. Both the emotion that represents the fear of it being cancer and the physical condition itself. The cord representing the physical condition itself. The cord is getting weaker and more limp, like a wet noodle. And so now I ask the higher self of Linda's son to cut that cord together with me now. The cord is cut. To Linda's son's higher self, take care of those cords, dispose of them, please. Let it be done. We're feeling that going away now. And now we're reaching out. Higher self is just reaching out, pulling in a new cord. That new cord is now connecting directly to the heart. And it's connected there, 100% now. And this new cord represents the complete and total release of the condition itself and of the emotional release itself. The emotion and the physical condition are now nullified. And now we're feeling that refreshness. When we are cutting cords, we are cutting out a timeline. Timeline is being cut. Your love energy has nullified the effect and the condition of this situation, physically, emotionally, mentally. You've cut out a timeline. We have now attached a new timeline to ourselves, and now we're going to take all of that love energy in the white ball, and we're surging it through that cord. And that new cord is attached. And it's strong. And so we are now upon a new timeline for Linda's son. Let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And so it is. It is done. Linda, your son is going to be completely better. Your son has nothing to worry about. This is completely nullified. Okay? So, send him love. Let him know that this was done for him. And again, may it be well with both of you. Thank you again. Okay? All right. Remember, guys, with spirit, with God, everything is possible. Okay? And there is no exclusion to that statement. There is not, oh, except this. Nope. Everyone and everything is possible with spirit, with God. Let's remember that. Okay? Thank you, Linda, and blessings to your son. Okay, let's go down a little bit more here. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed my interview with Janine. Okay, it was really great. It's pretty much the most popular video on my channel right now because Janine has such a huge audience with herself. So I'm happy that a lot of people have tuned into that. Right, I had a great time with Janine yesterday. She's a wonderful woman. All right, I'm sure we're going to do some more work together down the road. I just gave her a thank you email afterwards, after our interview yesterday. And so I'm looking forward to speaking to her again soon. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have another interview down the road. Okay? So thank you, everybody. Okay, here's a contribution here from Christine. And like I said, if you guys do want to offer a donation, that's fine. That puts you ahead of the line with healing requests. I'm only going to do a few healing requests today, guys, okay? Just so you know. Okay, so Christine says, please help me break the blockages the dark force has against me to break the bond and free of this reptilian in my home. Thank you. Okay? It's no problem. These are just cords, guys. These are nothing but cords, right? We again get too worked up over these things and realizing that through the power of our own feelings and through the power of our own thoughts where spirit is leading us, these can be gone just like that. Okay? So Christine, yes, I'm more than happy to help you out with this, okay? So Christine, get yourself nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable, making sure the body is free of any tension. We're going to do some deep breathing. Okay, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, relaxing and breathing normally. And now, Christine, I just want you to watch what I'm doing, okay? I want you to take your hand, your right hand or your left hand, either is fine, okay? And you're just putting it a few inches in front of your heart, okay? And I want you just to feel like you're grabbing onto a cord, okay? A cord, a tether, a string, okay? So again, and you're feeling the dark force energy representing this cord, okay? So this cord could be very thick, it could be very large, it all just depends in regards to what you feel. But nonetheless, you're just feeling the cord right here, okay? So this is a cord that's attached to your fears. This is a cord that is attached to your traumas. This is a cord of where you're feeling that dark force energy, okay? So it's everything that represents the dark force. It's everything in regards to this reptilian attachment that you have. But here's the thing. Behind those things is your own emotion. And that's what you're attracting. You're attracting such a being forward because of your fear, okay? That's how these beings come in. They do not just come in and wander into a person's reality if you're not feeding them emotionally, okay? So we're working with that emotion that represents that attachment to a reptilian being, all right? Okay, so now that we have that cord down, I want you just to feel out that cord. I want you to move it up, move it down, move it left, right, move it right. Is it tight, okay? As I'm feeling it right now with you, it's very tight, okay? It's a lot of fear in you. It does not need to be there, okay? Fear feeds these attachments. We have to remember that, and we want to clear them out, okay? Work with your heart, as we're going to now, all right? So I want you now to place your hand, your other hand, upon the center of your chest, and feeling that white ball contained in the center of the chest, all right? And now what I want you to imagine is I want you to imagine you're waking up in the morning, you're getting out of bed, you're going to the bathroom mirror. All of a sudden you feel intuitively that impression of the attachment is gone. The dark force energy has completely vanished. It's not anywhere in your house. It's not inside you. It's not inside the walls of your house right now. It's completely gone. Feel that reaction when you know this. There's that celebration. There's that joy. There's that happiness. It's gone. There's no more dark force. There's no more attachment. I feel completely at peace. Okay? I want you to take that wonderful feeling right now, and I want you to put it into the white ball. Okay? Just taking that feeling, putting it in the white ball, and feeling that white ball getting filled up with this pure, white liquid light energy. And it's filling the white ball to the brim. And now you feel all this pure love energy because you're celebrating. You feel it gone. This is what you're telling yourself. It's gone. Okay? You're looking at a new timeline. It's gone. It's finished. It's not here anymore. The dark force is eliminated. It's history. The entity isn't here anymore. It's completely gone. It's history. Great. Let's have all of that pure feeling of that celebration, of that joy, of that happiness, filling that white ball in the center of your chest. Okay? Okay, so now that it's full, we're going back into the cord. And now we're running that white liquid love energy through this cord. That celebration. The fear is gone. The anxiety is gone. The trauma is gone. The dark force is gone. The entity is gone. Nowhere to be found. Not within me. Not within my space whatsoever. It's completely vanished and never to return again. Watch my hand. Watch how it sinks. Watch how it becomes limp. Watch how it's like a wet noodle now. We've softened the cord, which means we've canceled out the timeline. We've canceled out the emotional fuel for this timeline. We've canceled out the attachment and the dark force energy. It's all been canceled out. Okay? So Christine, with me, taking your other hand, cutting the cord. Okay? Giving that cord to spirit, to the higher self, Let this be disposed of. I'm completely free now. Let it be done. Okay? So you're feeling that energy now. You're feeling that surge with the white light. Again, that white light has completely canceled out that cord. Okay? So now we're going to reach forward, either hand, taking a cord, and we're just attaching it directly to the heart again. Okay? This is your new timeline. This is your new timeline that is completely devoid of a reptilian presence, completely devoid of the dark force attachment, completely devoid of any fear and anxiety surrounding this situation. Can you do that for me? Okay, I can already hear you saying yes. Good. Okay, so now that we have that cord attached to our heart, we're now feeling that white light flowing through the cord. Okay, that white liquid light inside the white ball flowing through the cord. And now we're feeling that cord. Oh, it's tight. It's like steel. Okay. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, so Christine, I want you to look at me right now. Look in my eyes. That reptilian is completely gone. The dark force is completely gone. You are free. And be well. Okay? Thank you very much, Christine. Much love to you, and thank you for your request. Okay? Take care. Okay, Katharina, thank you for your contribution. Blessings to you. I appreciate it. Okay. So just give me one more moment here, guys. Okay, so the people that I worked on, like I said, if you want to leave an update on the chat, you're more than welcome to. Maybe I'll get around to your comment, but it's good. I just like to hear your feedback on regards to what you've received. Okay. Okay. Here's a question from Alma. Hi, Brad. How can we reach out to your fiance for a session? You have to come to me. Okay. I'm not just going to give up my fiance's information. Okay. So it's good for you just to drop me an email. All right. And if you want to talk to her, remember that she does paid sessions as well too. Okay. So my fiance is very, very good at going deeply into, say, entity attachments. She can go out of body at her own will as well too. She does some incredible healing work. She's an amazing psychic herself as well too. I don't really consider myself a psychic anymore, right? I am spirit. But again, that's the work that she does. But I don't just give out her information. Okay. So if you want to talk to my fiance Kelly, you can drop me an email. All right, and if you need her help, just let me know what you're going through, and I'll be happy to pass the message on to her, okay? And then she can get in touch with you, okay? But remember, she does paid sessions, all right? Thank you, Alma. Okay, going down the list here a bit more. Just give me a moment. Hello, everybody. I got some people from Vancouver Island and Abbotsford and all that. I'm in Surrey, BC, guys, so some of you are in my neck of the woods, so hello. Okay. Yeah, Amazon doesn't have cards in stock right now. They're pretty much all sold out. I don't have any intention right now to refuel the cards on Amazon. Because like I said, I'm mostly just doing it through Healing Code cards. And I'm looking to turn, again, the Healing Code cards technology into a corporation so that we can make it much more widespread. We can put it in bookstores, metaphysical shops, etc. And this is where I'm going to look to getting some business helpers, all right, who want to be part of the new business venture that's coming in. So if that's you, you can contact me again, and we'll talk about it. We'll go from there. Make sure you have business experience. I won't even look at you if you don't have any business experience, okay? That's a requirement. Okay. Nancy, thank you very much. Much love to you. Okay, just going down here. Okay, we're not at Q&A yet, guys, but so just so you know, just save your Q&A till we get there. Okay. So I'm just looking to see if there's any more healing requests here. Okay. Maybe I have to scroll down further here. Okay, here's one from Katharina. Katharina Sperling Caffey, I think. Okay. I am asking for healing for my nephew Vitus. Hope I'm pronouncing his name right. His whole body is hurting, and we don't even know what it is. It's unusual for him to even mention pain. Okay, guys, you don't need to know what's wrong with you. Okay, only that you know that you feel something's out of sorts. Okay, when you start working with chords, for that example, all we're doing is we're just channeling that energy pertaining to the pain into the chord, right? The chord is representing that timeline that represents ill health. Okay, so that's all we're doing. So with Vitus, I'll just refer to him as Vitus. I'm not too sure if I'm saying his name right. But with Vitus, yes, we can work together with him. So Katharina, you can do some love energy work in the background, all right? While I work together with Vitus. Okay, so I'm just going to place my hands upon the center of the chest, take some deep breaths in and out. Okay, I call upon Vitus's higher self here, and now. Okay, so to Vitus's higher self, I just ask, place your hand upon the chord now, that's just a few inches in front of the heart. And I want you now just to see this chord that is causing the bodily pain within Vitus himself. Okay, all of the discomfort, emotional vulnerability, mental issue, so physical, mental, and emotional, pertaining to this particular discrepancy. Okay, and we're just feeling that in the chord right now. Okay. So as we're feeling that in the chord, we're just going to move the chord around left and right, up and down. It's not really that strong. Okay, it's kind of semi-strong, but it's not really that strong. That means it's not really severe. Okay, so again, they may be feeling some certain form of pain, but it does not feel very severe. When I'm basically doing this with other people and they're basically going through some verities, it's kind of like a combination physically, emotionally, and mentally of what they're going through. And that would represent a very strong tightness in their chord. Okay? When I'm looking at Vitus, this is not very serious. Okay? It's not very strong. Like I said, it's semi-strong, but it's not really strong. It's not life-threatening to him, whatever he's going through. Okay? But it's something that's just causing him worry in that particular way. All right? So Katharina, you can mention that to him. Okay? So if there's some sort of pain in his whole body, like I said, it can be something with the nervous system, but like I said, we don't need to look too much into the investigation of what it is. Okay? We just know that it's there. So that's okay. Okay? Yeah, like I said, it's kind of semi-loose here. It's not that big of a thing. But yes, we're going to clear it out. So again, I will talk to Vitus's higher self. Again, seeing a white ball contained in the center of the chest. Okay. And now again, we're just going to imagine through Vitus and Vitus's higher self that we're waking up from the bed, getting out of bed, going up into the bathroom, looking into the bathroom mirror, tuning into the body, and all of that pain is gone. All of the pain, all of the anguish, all of the disturbance, everything representing this discrepancy is gone completely. There's no sign of it in the body whatsoever. The body is not in any pain. The emotional body feels clear. The mental body feels clear. He feels completely well. And now he's reacting. And we just kind of freeze in that moment where he's reacting. He's letting all of that celebration energy, all of that goodness, all of that happiness, all of that joy flowing into him. So again, we're seeing that white ball in the center of the chest. We're filling it up. We're filling it up with this happiness. We're filling it up with this joy. We're filling up with this celebration. It's completely gone. Not a trace of it remains. Completely eliminated. White ball getting completely filled up. Really good. Very good. Very strong energy here from Vitus's higher self. Okay. So now to Vitus's higher self, we're now just going to run that love energy directly through this chord. All that celebration, all that happiness, all that love, all that joy, all that wonderful feeling. Boom. Chord comes down and is limp, just like that. Very good. Okay. So to Vitus's higher self, we're cutting that chord together now. I hand this now to Vitus's higher self. Take care of it, dispose of it, let it be gone. Timelines have shifted now. It is so. Okay, to Vitus's higher self now. Reaching out, getting a brand new cord, brand new timeline. Attaching it directly to the heart. Feeling that new strong cord there. Now we're running that love energy directly into this new cord, this new timeline that is completely absent of this condition 100%. Oh yeah, now that is strong. That's a steel thread there. Very good. Okay, so again, we're just feeling that current of love energy flowing through that cord. New timeline has been established. Okay, Katharina, please look at me very closely. Your nephew, Vitus, is now completely well. He no longer has the condition, and the condition will be completely remedied and released from him entirely in this moment, right now. Okay? So, let him know that there is a healing done for him. Okay? And may he be well, and may you be well. Thank you very much. Okay, very good. Let's go down the list here a bit more. Okay, here's one from Mo. Mo says, hi, I would like healing for my 10-year-old cat, who is slowly deteriorating daily with blood and heart condition. Can you send her healing for a peaceful transition, please, and thank you. We can do a lot more than that. Okay? So again, we can clear out any form of suffering, right? It may be your cat's time that she may be leaving, but we're going to do it in the form where it will be a painless, peaceful transition. Okay? So we're going to clear out the cord that represents the pain energy. Okay, so if there's deterioration and pain within her heart and within her blood, that's a cord, guys. Everything is a cord. Okay, what you feel physically, what you feel mentally, what you feel emotionally, what you feel in the environment, everything's a cord. Okay, so when we start to clear out that cord and put a new cord in its place, you have skipped a timeline. You have jumped a timeline. You're no longer in that state. The cord is eliminated. How do I know this is true? Because this is what I do to heal myself. I take out cords and I replace it with goodness. I bring a goodness timeline, a loving timeline in its place. I've done this on myself with several situations. Okay, I have also done it with clients who are working with me during sessions. They feel it. They feel it almost instantly. Okay, so the most important thing to where that cord is very strongly reinforced is your own faith in knowing that it is done, and you're not giving it a second thought, okay? You're the stabilizer. We have to remember that. Okay, so Mo, let's work on your cat. Okay, I'll just refer to her as Mo's cat. All right, so I'm just going to see kind of a cat figure right here, okay? And I'm going to connect to her higher self. Yes, animals have a higher self as well too, just in case you guys are wondering. Okay, so now I'm looking at Mo's cat, and I'm just looking at her cord right now that represents her deteriorating condition with her heart and with her blood. Okay, it's very strong. That's very tight. Okay, so yeah, she definitely needs some help here. Absolutely. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to talk to Mo's cat's higher self. Okay, we're going to see that white ball contained in the center of the cat's chest. Okay, and I'm just talking to her higher self now, imagining all of that pain gone, waking up, going on and just feeling herself as she awakens. All of that pain is completely eliminated. Okay, we're feeling again that white ball being filled up with her joy and her happiness, because animals do feel that. Okay, love and happiness and joy. It's filling this white ball in the center of her chest. Right, she feels so relieved. There's such happiness flowing through her right now, and we're putting that directly into her chest, the white ball in her chest. Okay, now we're grabbing hold of that very tight cord that represents all of that discomfort, that deterioration of the heart and the blood. Okay, now to Mo's cat's higher self, flowing that love energy through the cord now. Feeling that love, feeling that joy, feeling that brilliance, that it now becomes painless. There is no pain anymore. It's a peaceful transition back to God. It's a peaceful transition back home. It's a peaceful transition back to spirit. The cord is getting weaker, getting softer, turning limp, like a wet noodle. Very good. Okay, great. Higher self, cutting that cord now. Higher self, disposing of that cord, no longer needed. Higher self, reaching out, taking that cord, putting it directly into her heart, and running that love energy and the white ball directly through that cord. Oh, brilliant. Yes. Brilliant. Nice and strong, a steel-like cord where she is feeling happiness. The pain is gone. Feeling complete and total peace and feeling that painless transition back to God. Right? So she's going to leave this world painless. Okay? So again, Mo, send your love to your beautiful cat. Okay? Just let her know that you're there. You're sending that love, and you're just continuing to tell her, you're going to go home in peace. You're going to go home in peace. In love and peace, and the light and warmth of spirit is with you always. Okay? So you're just seeing this beautiful white aura around her as you pet her. Okay? Very good. Thank you, Mo. Blessings to you and your little feline friend. Thank you. All right. Okay, so Ellie here says, thank you, Brad. I have healing requests for my husband, Jeff. Okay, thank you for providing his name. It helps. He has cancer spreading into his pancreas, and we are working on healing him in every way. Okay, so remember, guys, cancer is just a fungus, right? If you guys know how to heal a fungus out of the body, you have no problem with cancer whatsoever. Okay, but again, we're going to do something even better. We're going to work with the chords. Okay, so Ellie, I'm now just going to connect with Jeff's higher self. Okay, so Ellie, you can do some healing work, some love work in the background. All right. So I'm going to call in Jeff's higher self right now. Jeff, be present. Okay, Jeff's higher self is here. Okay, we're now going to take our finger, place it upon a chord that represents the pancreatic cancer. Okay, and the fear of it spreading. Okay, just on the cancer itself primarily. Yeah, okay. So Ellie, he does have some pretty severe cancer in his body. Okay, it's a very strong cord here. But don't worry. We're going to clear it out. Okay? So it's like a steel thread, moving it up and down, left and right. It's very tight. Okay? That's okay. No worries. Okay, so to Jeff's higher self, placing the other hand upon the center of the chest, feeling this white ball. Okay, white ball appearing. And now to Jeff's higher self, we're now just imagining we're getting out of bed. We're going into the bathroom, looking in the bathroom mirror, and we just tune into ourselves. And the body's feeling more vitalized. You're just looking into yourself, and there's not a feeling of cancer there. Any of the feelings of fear, anxiety, panic, any feelings of physical conditions pertaining to that cancer, all gone. All gone. It's nowhere in sight. It's nowhere in the body. And we just freeze in that moment. We feel that celebration, right? So now we're just taking all of that pure love energy, that celebration, that joy, that happiness, that peace, and we're filling up the white ball. And we're filling with that brilliant love energy, that feeling of celebration, that joy. It's all gone. There's nothing in the body that's harming me. I'm completely free. I'm completely liberated. Okay, now we're taking that love energy. We're flowing it through the cord. Okay, now we're going to feel that cord getting softer. Because we feel that love energy. We feel that joy. We feel that peace. We feel that brilliance. It's completely gone. My body is absent of any cancer whatsoever. My body feels revitalized. My body feels pure. It feels younger. I feel like a younger man today. This feels amazing. It's wonderful. Now that cord is getting limp. As we're running the energy, it's like a current that we're running through the cord, representing all of this powerful, loving reinforcement energy. And we get the cord and it's completely limp. It's like a wet noodle. Okay. And now to Jeff's higher self. We're going to cut that cord now. Jeff's higher self, completely clear that away. Take it away. Let it be eliminated completely. Okay, now we're going to reach out, grab another cord, put it directly into the heart. Okay, and this is a fresh cord. It's a fresh timeline. We're seeing ourselves completely absent of the cancer, seeing ourselves completely absent of the condition. We're seeing ourselves completely absent of the emotion that has fueled that cancer. We are completely free of the mentality that has fueled that cancer. Okay, so now that it's plugged into the heart, taking our hand here, running that energy through the cord. Okay, very good. Okay, Ellie, you got to tell Jeff to bring more love into his life, okay? He's not loving enough. He needs to bring a lot more loving and support and encouragement to himself, right? And support, it's a little bit of a struggle to get this cord connected to him, okay? It's connected now, but there needs to be a lot more love and support and faith within him. He has very little faith, okay? And we don't want that. We want to make sure that we can look at this and saying, absolutely 100%, I can beat this. I can get it completely out of my system, no problem. Okay? So have that love, have that encouragement, have that bliss. Encourage him to do that. Okay? So the cord is tight now, but like I said, it took a little bit of work. It even took a little bit of work to get that cord to go limp. Okay? He worries excessively. You're feeding the cancer by doing that. Okay? You're feeding your diseases by worrying. You're feeding your diseases by panicking. Okay? You start working together with love energy, you see that encouragement, you see that support, you see yourself getting out of bed, you see yourself going to the bathroom mirror, you see yourself saying, it's gone. It's completely gone, it's completely finished. It's not here anymore. And that is the brilliant moment. Okay? So just help him a lot more with that. Okay? So the cord is connected, but he needs to bring in a lot more faith in it, right? For this to really be permanent, for this to really be long-term. A lot more love in his heart. Okay, so encourage him with that. Tell him a funny joke. Tell him some funny things. He needs to open his heart a lot more. It's pretty closed. Okay? Thank you, Ellie. Okay, guys, we're going to take one more healing request, and we're going to move on. Okay, so you guys can get your Q&A ready. We're going to take one more healing request, okay? Okay. So Pamela has this question here. My life partner has had a double lung transplant 5 years ago and is on a lot of anti-rejection medications, looking for healing. So we can basically help out with pain issues in that sense. But again, the whole idea is, like I said, he needs to really, or she needs to, I should say, he or she, your life partner really needs to work again with a lot more love reinforcement. Okay? So we can look into your partner. Please, guys, if you guys do have a request for someone, please let me know their name, okay? It's fine if you're calling me life partner or something like that, but I don't even know if it's a he or a she, okay? I need to know their name, okay? So, Pamela, if you can get back to me on that right now, if you can just get on the chat, Pamela Stone, okay? I'd like to know your life partner's name and male or female. It just makes it easier when I'm doing the narration, okay? So, Pamela, hop back on the chat if you're here already. I just like to get the name of the person, okay? And if it's a he or a she, okay? Thank you. Okay, so we'll do one more healing with somebody else, and then I'll get back to Pamela and see if she replies, okay? Okay, here's one from April B. Hi, could you please help with healing my daughter Rose? Thank you for the name. She's 15 years old, attacked by the dark, self-hate energies. Well, that's exactly how it happens, right? It's all that self-hatred. Cutting addicted to anime. She is at her dad's now, who is pro the vaccine. Okay. That's fine. We don't need too much of the backstory. Okay, so we can work together with Rose now that I got her name. That's all I need. All right. So April, like I said, you can work in the background. Okay, I'm going to be calling forward Rose's higher self. Okay, so I call upon Rose's higher self now, being present with me. Okay, very good. So again, grabbing a hold of the cord here. Okay, so a lot of feelings of self-hatred. Okay, feeling dark energies around her. She's feeding it. That's why they're around her. Okay. Okay, well, she's had a lot of abuse in other lifetimes. She's basically gone through devil worshipping ceremonies and so forth, right? She's been abused quite a lot in other lifetimes from what I'm sensing here. Okay, so yeah, the cord here is pretty strong, quite strong here. There's just a lot of self-hatred there. Okay, so we're going to soften that out. Okay, so again, I ask Rose's higher self now just to see the white ball contained in the center of the chest, filling all of that white ball with the pure love energy that we're going to do here in just a moment. So I want Rose to imagine she's just coming out of bed. She's looking into the mirror, and all of a sudden she's seeing much more of her angelic side. She's looking in her face, and it's like she's able to see her spirit. She's able to see goodness. She's able to see her light. She feels like a dozen angels is just surrounding her right now, all placing their hands upon her shoulders and saying, "We are with you here, child. We are with you here. Embrace the love that you feel right now. Embrace the warmth that you feel here right now." Okay, and she's starting to go into that warmth right now, and we're just freeze framing it right there. We're feeling that warmth and security. We're feeling that angelic presence. We're feeling that joy and that happiness. And that's filling up the white ball in the center of the chest. Very good, very good. Okay, running that energy now through the cord. Ah, brilliant. Very good. Okay. She embraced it very, very quickly here, April. Okay? This is all she needs. She just needs that reassurance to let her know that her angels, that divine spirit is within her. Okay? This is not something that you can talk to her about. This is something that you have to show her. Okay? Talking only does so much. We have to show her this energy. Okay, and she's absorbed it right away. There's her angelic side. Okay, she wants to be loved. It's all she wants. She wants people to listen to her. She wants to feel like her voice and her opinion and her perspectives matter. She feels like, again, that she's rejected. Okay? You guys have to show her love. You have to show it to her. You don't say it. You show it. You pass your light onto her, April. Okay? You feel it very strongly, and you're moving it into her heart, and she will feel it, and she will know. You call upon her angels, and you get them to bring about that light, and she will know. She's very intuitive. Okay? So to Rose's higher self now, cutting that cord. Okay, disposing of that cord now. All of the self-hatred energy, all of the dark energy goes with it. Right? It's out of here. Reaching forward now, taking that cord. Okay, putting it directly into the heart, snapping it together. Okay, taking all that warm, secure, loving, angelic energy, running it through the cord now. Oh, very good. She's really good, April. Okay? Just like that, she brought it down into limpness. Just like that, she snaps it back into place. Okay? You have a very gifted, intuitive daughter. Okay? So make sure you're warming her heart. Show her love. Don't talk about it. Just show her. Okay? So the cord here is very, very secure. Blessings to Rose. Let her know how appreciated she is. Let her know how warm her presence of spirit is. Okay? Let her angels be with her. Call to her angels. Call to your angels. And just saturate her with this pure light. This is what's going to maintain that cord. Okay? Thank you, April. Okay, let me just scroll down to see if Pamela got back to me here. Okay. Okay. Okay, Pamela, I'm not seeing you here. So Pamela, if you're still around, just drop me an email. Okay, if you can just let me know about your life partner, if he or she, and if you can let me know about their name. Okay, you can drop me an email, and I'm happy to do a free session with you privately with the cord cutting. Okay, so please feel free to contact me when you wish. Thank you very much. Okay, so guys, we're done for healing for now. Okay, we got to move on. It's already 12:13. Yeesh. Okay, I've been here for over an hour. All right, so let's get into some Q&A now. Okay, so like I said, guys, I'll be back next week for some more healing requests. Okay, you guys can also book a session with me. I know it's in February, but you can still book a session with me. You just do a private session with me if you want me to do some cord cutting on you. Okay, we can also do it through an EQ method if you want. Okay, so let me go down the list here a bit more. Got a lot of people on here today. It's excellent. Okay. Okay. Jonah just has a question here. Is there ever a time... Actually, let me just, before I go into questions, let me switch gears over to this. There we go. All right. Hello, everybody. So Jonah asks, is there ever a time when pain is actually past memories, energy, trauma, being released as a healing? Everything that represents pain is memory. Everything that represents pain is thought. Okay? Thought can never be present with you, right? When you're thinking a thought, you're looking at something that has happened. Okay? Thought equals that which has happened. Okay? If we are completely present, we don't have any thoughts, right? We're completely in no mind, right? So we're completely free. We're completely clear. We're just in the present moment, and not a single thought appears, because thoughts represent the past. Okay? So that's the same thing with pain. Okay? When we're thinking about pain, when we're looking into a memory in that way, that is all memory, that is all past. That's all something that's happened. Okay? So pain is impermanent. Thoughts are impermanent. Memory is impermanent. Okay? That's why all these things can vanish. Guys, they don't have any true permanent substance to them. They are powerless, really, when you are permanent. So when you go into no mind, and you feel completely clear of mind whatsoever, no thoughts within your mind, you're at your most powerful. This is why I encourage you guys to go deeply within your heart and work with living on the inside, because that's where you're the strongest. You are the strongest when you are completely clear. So we're doing the BCR technique, right? We're doing the New Earth practices. You guys may learn how to do this cord cutting from me. I haven't taught it to anybody yet. I've talked about it. But once you start working with that as well too, the key here is making sure that cord is limp. Okay, so once it's limp, then we cut it. We don't cut strong cords. Okay, so you can practice that on your own. But I would like to teach it in some form of a formal class down the road as well too. Okay, but that's the whole idea, is that pain, memories, energy, trauma, everything that represents impermanence is always something that has happened. Okay, because it represents a database. It represents a record. Okay, that's all representing thought. So we cut the thought out, we clear out the timeline, we put something brand new in its place, and now we're restored. You see how simple it is, guys? When you live from the inside, this is how simple everything is. I don't care what you guys come to me with and saying, Brad, I have this. Don't care. It's curable. We can fix it right now. We can? Yes, but here's the thing. You have to cooperate with me every step of the way. You have to show me that you are completely open to change. Are you willing to change? Well, yeah, totally. Well, then you'll be fine. Are you willing to change? No, not really. Then you're going to stick with it. Okay? Your faith is all based upon how well the healing goes. Okay? Because I can do this work for you, and I put that new cord in, but if you don't follow through with it, that cord falls off, and you're just trying to regenerate the old one again. We don't want that. Okay? So you want to make sure that you're open to change, you have great faith, you know that this will be done. And that's what makes the difference. Okay? Okay. So again, guys, we're now on to Q&A. So if you guys do have some questions here. Okay, Crystal says, I'm not really going to be doing any more healing, but Crystal says, hi, Brad. I asked you for help to bring all my soul fragments back together and cut any cords needing protection from angry spirits. Well, we don't really have shards, okay? The soul is not a finite thing, okay? It's infinite. What you're looking at is you're looking at aspects. You're looking at variances of yourself, right? I know there's some people that get into shamanism, and they say that there's soul retrieval and that they have soul shards. There's no such thing as soul shards, okay? That's a misconception. The soul is infinite, okay? The soul is, again, child of God. As child of God, you are infinite. You are as God, right? There's no such thing as a shard of soul. There's no such thing as a fragment of soul. Those are misconceptions, right? So when you're cutting out any cords, like I said, Crystal, you've already seen me do this, okay? I would like you to try it on your own. If you need more help, you can contact me on my website, okay? But I'd like you guys to try this on your own. You already saw how I was doing it, okay? If you're very serious about healing, you should be looking at what Brad does and say, okay, look what he's doing here. He's holding this cord. He's talking to the higher self. He has this white ball in the chest, filling it up with all this love energy, and now he's running the love energy through the cord like it's a current. And now the cord gets soft. And then I just cut the cord, and I let my higher self take care of it from there. That's all I got to do. So then do it. Don't be afraid to experiment. The reason why you guys come to me is because you don't trust yourselves. You come to me and say, oh, Brad knows what he's doing. That's true. I do know what I'm doing. But when you guys start to practice this yourself, you will know what you're doing as well, too. Because you're exploring this for the first time, and then you get nervous. And you think, I don't know if I'm doing it right. I better run to Brad and do this. Okay? You can always come to me if you need help. But I'd like you to try this. I'd like you to practice this. It's simpler than you think. Okay? So Crystal, you are more than ready to heal this all yourself. Okay? If you need help, you can drop me an email. But you can do this. Okay? All of you guys can do this. Have faith in yourself. Right? Stop thinking that you give no trust to yourself, but you give trust to somebody else. Right? Let's bring some of that trust back into ourselves. Okay. Nelson here says, Brad, could you give insight into Portugal's situation? They're on the brink of great change as well, too. In fact, a lot of the European countries, the Western European countries as well, too, are going to be going through some very big breakthroughs right now, right? So there's going to be some exploitation that's going to be coming here as we start to move into the new year as well, too. People are really behind the idea of these great transformations. They're retaliating, okay? So it feels there's a lot more rallies happening. Okay, this is all good. This is all just part of a tallying up together of everything that needs to happen so that the old corrupt are getting thrown out and we're seeing counter forces come in and clean it all up. Portugal is certainly on the way with that. Like I said, we're going to see some new stuff as we move into new 222 and into around the first quarter. Okay, so Portugal is rising up. Okay. So you guys have certainly had some sham leaders, but they're not going to be around for much longer. All right. Thank you, Nelson. Okay. Okay. Just going down the list here a bit more. Someone asked, where do I find this tip jar? If you just use the super chat payment here, you'll see a $sign on the chat. You can just click on that $sign, and you can leave a contribution. Okay, I don't have a PayPal tip jar, but you can use it in the super chat here. And thank you for that. Appreciate it. Toby asks, have you ever come across anybody without any cords? Nope. Everybody has cords. Guys, there's no such thing as not having any cords. That would basically mean that you yourself don't even exist. Okay, you exist. Right? And because you exist, you have cords. Because you have perspective, because you're living this life, because you are here and you are existing, you have cords. Everything has cords. Inanimate objects have cords. Okay? Everything is cords. Everything. Okay? It's like I said earlier, guys, everything is cords and everything is possible with spirit. Okay? So all you're doing is you're cutting out timelines. When you're cutting a cord, you're cutting out a timeline. You're cutting out a timeline that represents your physical, mental, emotional bodies and environment. All of that is being nullified, and it's being tossed aside because we've softened it. And now we bring another cord, and we bring it in, we attach it, and we feed that love energy to that cord so it's like a steel thread. Okay? That's when you know you got something very secure there. We want to continue to feed that. Okay? Okay, let me go down the list here a bit more. I know, guys. I know you guys have lots of healing requests here, guys. I only have so much time. Okay? So like I said, this is why I suggest that you guys get here early. 5 or 10 minutes before I do a broadcast. Get on the chat and put your requests there. I got dozens and dozens of people that want healing here, guys. I just don't have the time, right? So like I said, you can drop me an email if it's something that's urgent. I'm happy to look into it. But like I said, just good just for you to get here early, okay? Or book a session with me, okay? I cannot work with thousands of people in one day, or even dozens of people in one day, okay? It just has to kind of play itself out as well too. I'm only one guy, okay? So again, get here early and put those requests out, and then I'll see it, and then I can get right to you, okay? It's no problem. Okay. And thank you guys for your contributions as well too. I appreciate it. Okay, here's one from 103 Taken. Greetings, Brad. Can you explain or expand what are the lights which are coming from the eyes? It looks like flashing bulbs. Okay, that's a little vague, 103 Taken. Okay, so if you're basically seeing flashing lights, then odds are you're basically working with your own energy field. Okay, you're working with your own energy in that way. That depends if your eyes are open or if your eyes are closed. If you're seeing flashing lights with your eyes closed, okay, there's some work being done on you. There's some energy being sent to you quite commonly, okay? It can be the reverberations of your magnetic field or your etheric field that are giving these fluctuations of light, okay? But it's a little bit vague. You have to kind of look into a little bit more pertaining to a situation that you're going through, and I can help you out with that a little bit more. But a lot of it is fluctuations within the field. It may also be the idea that you're working with healing. It may also be the idea that your equilibrium is just going through some different shifts, okay? It can also represent the light in your eyes as well too. So there's many different variables to it. So we'd have to look into it a little bit more specifically. Okay? Thank you. Okay, Mary Ann asks, with unconditional love, can the amount of light workers here in the southern part of Africa make a huge difference to change the energy for the greater good of humankind? Yes. But everybody can, okay, guys? It's not about a small group of people, because really when we're looking at the entire planet, that's a small group of people. So it's good that we have a lot of people joining the fray to basically get over these old corruptions taking place. But we need as much of the world's cooperation as possible, right? When I was channeling Adronis, he would talk about that 2/3 majority are needed to shift and flow out of this current regime, okay? We're getting there. We're very much getting there right now. But again, more and more people that show up all over the world. It's not just a local area. Okay, we want to have the entire world involved and as many people as possible. That's why these things have been elevating in the way that they have. Janine and I talked about this yesterday. All right, she was even saying the same thing as well too. These are all stories that can be very, very intense and ridiculous, but they're there because they're trying to light a fire under people. They're trying to light a fire under their butts to say, hey, this is not right. We don't want our governments like this. We want to change. And so that's what's happening. Okay. So it's not about a certain amount of people in South Africa. If South Africa expands, that's fantastic. That's great. I've been to South Africa. I know what that place is like. It's wonderful. And again, other areas of Africa, great. Right. If we're looking at the entire continent of Africa, great. That's good too. But that's still not enough. We want, again, about 2/3 of the world population completely behind this so that it can shift. Okay. So yes, it's great wherever you are. You're awakening, fantastic. Like I said, we're pretty much there now. We're almost there. But really, a lot of the intentions of the cosmic administration is that they want to try and get as many people awoken as possible. Even if we get into the 3/4 or the 80%, that's great as well too. We're still pushing the envelope here to make it happen. But things are going to be changing here as we start to move into the new year. It's like I said yesterday, guys, if you have not watched my interview with Janine, go watch it. Okay? We covered all of this yesterday. We covered so much stuff yesterday. Okay? It's really, really valuable for you to check it out. Okay? Janine and I talked about all this stuff, and what we shared yesterday, it's the same thing as what I'm sharing right now. Okay? The world is changing. It's all part of a shift. It's moving into a new fluctuation. It's moving into a new earth. And like I said, the meek will inherit the earth. Those that are not in the heart space will not be in the new earth. Okay, I can guarantee you that. They have to work together with themselves. They have to be able to change. Right? You cannot still try and support corruption and think that you're going to be here. It's not going to work. You have to change. You have to move into the heart space. Because if you don't, the next few years are going to be very difficult for you. Very difficult. Okay? We got to have that ability to change. We got to live here. The meek will inherit the earth. Okay? This is from Sangil. I do not know what Spirit is doing through Brad, the Bard. Thanks, guys. That's a nice nickname you've chosen for me. But I am feeling soothed and full of love to the point of agape. Lovely after such a frantic morning. Oh, good. I'm glad that's working. It's all just a field that we're all creating as well, too. It's not just me. It's to everybody that's with you here as well, too. Okay? We're all contributing to the love and warmth with each other. Okay? Okay, here's one from Len. Len says, "Hi, Brad. Can you comment on Elon Musk and what role is he playing right now upon our planet? He is working a lot more towards the white hats. Okay, I know he's had some questionable stuff in the past, but he's basically decided to work a lot more with the white hats right now. So he's kind of switching gears, and he's moving much more into cooperation with a lot more of the counter forces. Okay, I've looked into this before as well too. He's moving more into that. Okay." So there are certain people, again, quite wealthy, quite well off, that are turning gears here, right? The Starlink satellites, for example, is something that's going to benefit the counter forces, not the dark hats, okay? So he's working together and helping out with that. So he's moving more so into that turncoat mentality. All right? Thank you. Okay, Freeman555 says, "Brad, can you do a talk later on how it's going for Sweden in regards to dark hats and white hats, etc.? Well, there's still some concentration of dark forces there in Sweden. Sweden and Switzerland particularly as well too. But again, they're being found out. Okay, they are going through plans right now to basically find out where they're hiding and infiltrate those spaces. And like I said, it's joint operations between humanity and human guardians, right? And they go in and they're able to perform an operation. They basically just round up everybody there that's responsible for a lot of these particular agendas, and within a very short time, they're all rounded up, okay? So if we're looking at Sweden, look at things between February and May for Sweden. It's going to be very transformative, okay? Between February and May for them. So it's going to be very interesting, right? We're going to see, again, some new great transformations taking place here on the planet. The old is going to fall. We're watching their pillars fall apart, okay? So between February and May for Sweden. Okay. Okay, let me just go down the list here a bit more. Octavio says, "About the healing code cards, are they similar to using light language relating to healing specific conditions?" No, not really. When you're looking at the healing code cards, these are commands directly from Spirit, right? Light language works with the power of sound, right? And it also represents a thought transmission, okay? The healing code cards work a little bit more differently. Like I said, I've put programs into them, but again, they are living cards. These cards are very much alive, okay? So I'm holding up the healing code cards with you guys right now. These cards are kind of like the tarot, okay? They're alive. They are living cards. So like I said, as I've talked about before about how they work, when you're holding up a card directly in front of your face here, okay? I'll just use one of my sample cards here. Okay, what's happening is all your own prana is going directly into that card. That card is absorbing your prana. It's putting all of the codes specific to that card into your prana and reflecting it back through the natural cycle of your pranic field. Okay, that's what's happening. Light language is different. Light language, you're getting a transmission. Okay, you're getting a transmission, right? If you're going, okay, that's working together with language. That's working together with a direct transmission that's coming through. It's very, very different when you're working with the healing code cards, okay? It's working very directly with your pranic energy, putting all of those codes based upon what's programmed inside the card, and it's naturally cycling back into your own pranic flow, okay? And that's what's happening. The more of you that have strong prana within yourself, the more of you are going to feel the potent effects of the healing code cards, okay? If you're very closed down and you don't really do a lot of healing work, you don't really meditate, you don't really open your centers, the subtle energy is going to be very soft, okay? It's going to be very light. It's going to be very thin, okay? It's still working with you, but it takes a lot longer because your energy is not very ripe. This is why some people have come to me and said, Brad, I don't feel anything. And I check out the person, and they're closed like a gate. Okay, I said, do you meditate? No, not at all. I don't even really believe in all this spiritual stuff. I just thought I'd get this, and I thought it'd be cool. Well, that's the problem. Okay, it's not to say that it's not working with you, but it's very, very soft and it's very, very thin because you're not exercising your prana. Okay, so you got to do breathing exercises. You want to do heart meditations. You want to get into meditation. You want to start opening up your centers. When you start opening up your centers, these things are going to blast you right in the face because your prana is so strong. Okay, there's nothing else that this card here is not just shooting out energy by itself, okay? They work because they're absorbing your energy and they're bringing it back to you through the flow. So it's like a filter, okay? That's what they do. And so your energy is being transmuted through the cards and it's coming back into the flow of your own being, okay? So now those codes go into your body and they start resetting everything. They start resetting your cells. They start clearing out radiation. The biotoxin eliminator is starting to clear out residue pertaining to vaccines in your body, so forth, okay? So each code has its own specific property or properties. So all you're doing is you're holding that card. You can put it on your chest. You can charge your water with it. You can put a photo of yourself or somebody else on top of the card, and it goes to work on them. Photos have prana, okay? They have chi. So that, again, that is life force pertaining to that subject, and that's going to them at the same time, okay? Depending upon how potent their prana is, will be based upon the potency and intensity of the cards that you feel. Some people just basically open up the deck like this, because I've seen them. I've given them some cards. They hold up a card like this and like, holy crap, that's powerful. That's intense. Okay, I've had lots of people doing that. They hold up a card and they get blasted. Why? Because they're very open. It's their own prana that's being thrown back at them. It's kind of like if you're going into a pyramid, right? And you just feel that major amplification of energy that's taking place. Well, that's the same thing with the healing code cards. Okay, they very much work with that property at the same time. You're getting this blast of prana back to you because you're open. You're an open receiver to that energy. So this is where it works the most beneficially for people that are doing their energy work, for people who are opening themselves up. You will feel a blast. People who are naturally intuitive, you'll get a blast. Okay, I've had many people saying that, Brad, I just got blasted as soon as I looked at your deck. Great. Awesome. It's doing its work because that's your potency. That's showing how strong your prana is. Very good. Okay, so that's the genuine difference. Okay, guys, we're going to take one or two more questions and we're going to wrap up here. Sakura asks, why do we get tooth decays? Well, this is kind of obvious, okay? You don't take care of your teeth, okay? You let a lot of bacteria, a lot of toxins get into your teeth and it causes decay, okay? So again, it's pretty much natural. You know, where a lot of the scientists talk about tooth decay, it's pretty much accurate, okay? There's also lack of mineralization within the teeth as well too, lack of enamel, lack of all the essential nutrients that our teeth need to be healthy, okay? We're not brushing our teeth, we're eating too much garbage, and we're not taking care of our mouth. We're not taking care of our teeth. So therefore, you get cavities and you watch the teeth decay altogether. So pretty obvious. Like I said, you can just look into that. It's a very basic answer here. Okay. Okay. JC asked the question, will there be a shutdown of work and services in the near future? Again, this becomes vague, man, because it depends where you are in the world. Okay. Is there shutdowns? There are certain shutdowns that are happening. There are certain businesses that may be folding over in that way. But for everything that falls, something new arises. Okay. So again, we're seeing plummeting of certain businesses. We may see plummeting of certain corporations if they don't change gears here. Okay. So that's really what's happening right now. It's a transitional time. Either you change or your business that may not be too beneficial may collapse. Okay. Or there may just be, again, simple mom and pop shops just doing what they can to survive in that way. But again, things are going to be changing. It's going to be challenging during this transitional time, but there will be opportunities, especially here in the next few months, for businesses to reopen that maybe needed to shut down for a while, but they can certainly restart and reboot, right? Everything's being rebooted. Every stone is being turned over. All right. Okay, guys, one more question, and we're going to wrap up. Okay, here's one from Mo. Mo says, hi, Brad. Will there be an EBS, an emergency broadcast system? It's hard to say. All right. Janine and I were talking about this yesterday about an EBS. She said it's possible. She says, but it's not really 100% set in stone right now. I've actually looked into the EBS as well, too, and I've reached the same conclusion. It's a possibility, but I don't think they really want to do that. I think it's more so like a last resort in many different ways. If things really aren't going according to plan, then they'll use an EBS as a fail-safe. But there's been a lot of people who have been talking about EBSs for months now, right? So even going back last year as well, too. Oh, yeah, there's an EBS coming, there's an EBS coming, there's an EBS coming, and nothing comes. If they do perform an EBS, it needs to be at the very right timing, and it needs to be something that will serve a greater purpose for what is to come. Their goal right now as a counterforce is to basically just to get everything back into place as quietly as possible. And once they have enough of the infrastructure put into place where they are running things, then they're going to pull the veil. Then there's going to be information. Some of this information may not come through emergency broadcast systems. Some of them may actually come through certain forms of media sources that they now have control of. Okay, so EBS is a possibility, but there's nothing set in stone with that. I do not feel it coming in December at all. No. But again, it's possible. So all I can really say is that there's maybe a 50-50 chance of it. But it's certainly not in December. Okay, it feels like some other things are going to be coming together firstly that will give the opportunity for some of this information when it's ready, when it's time to pull that curtain and let this information flow. Because like I said, you could just be getting it through media sources rather than the idea of an EBS. Okay, because mainstream media right now is in the process of being taken over. So we may actually see these announcements in the short time ahead actually on mainstream news. Won't that be interesting? Okay. Okay, guys, we are out of time for today. Thank you so much for joining me on New Earth TV Live. Okay, I'll be back on Tuesday for New Earth Insights. Okay, we'll be looking into some current events. Keep in touch with the Telegram group as well, too. Like I said, you just go onto Telegram, run a search, Brad Johnson, New Earth Insights, and you'll see my group, and you can join up there as well, too. Okay, and I'll see if I can do some posts this weekend if I have some time. Nonetheless, new posts will be coming forward very soon. And again, thank you so much for being here today, and I will talk to you all next week. Have a great weekend. Take care, and may it be well with you. Goodbye for now. Thank you very much for checking out the New Earth Teachings YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you can check out the websites, newearthteachings.com, where you can order a private session, 3 questions by email, EQ method, and a lot more. And you can also check out healingcodecards.com, where you can grab your mind deck, your body deck, and of course the brand new Body Deck Special Edition. All of these are available in digital editions as well. And you can also get a shirt just like this through healingcodeshop.com, where you can experience the healing codes in apparel form. So feel free to check out these websites. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you again in the next video. Be well.